I'm visiting here today with Spencer Jones. He's the founder and CTO at Lineus Medical. Welcome to today's show.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
So, Spencer, for the listeners, what's been your journey to bring you up to where you are today?
Ooh, great question. I was formerly a registered nurse, and that's how I got into healthcare broadly. And it was a pretty classic entrepreneurial story of I experienced the problem firsthand when I was working the night shift as a registered nurse, and thought there's got to be a better solution. There's got to be a better way to solve this problem. The problem I was dealing with was IV catheter dislodgement. So, right, IV catheters getting pulled out inadvertently, accidentally, etc. But really, experienced the problem firsthand, was able to acquire some intellectual property around it uh, through actually a couple different accelerator programs. I was able to, that kind of gave me the seed capital and then a little bit of the know-how. And I came out of those a little bit dangerous, right? Registered nurse with some intellectual property and some business training. And then it was just about getting enough smart people to put around me and believe in me. And that was kind of the fruition or the start of my journey into entrepreneurship.
So, Linnaeus,
Mm-hmm.
how did you come up with the name?
Oh, that's an even better question. Okay, so we were originally Sight Saver, okay? But there was a gentleman in Canada who owned the trademark. It was dead trademark as they call it because he wasn't using it, but he still owned it. We said, okay, well that's not acceptable. We couldn't get a hold of him, so we had to change the company name. Changed it to LineGuard Med, and then a large multinational company 16 days prior to us filing for our trademark on LineGuard Med, they filed for their trademark on LineGuard Med, spelled slightly differently but still close enough, and they sent us a cease and desist. And so we were like, okay, we're going to make something up. We want a fanciful word, right? Like Google, Pepsi. It's not anything, they made it up, right? So we went through this list of long names and landed on the fanciful word of Linnaeus. It doesn't mean anything other than, well, it does now, right? But at the time, it was just completely made up. And fanciful words are a lot more easy to trademark, right? There's usually not as much risk of infringement with those. So that's how we landed on Linnaeus. Yep.
What's your vision for the future then?
Vision for the future of Linnaeus. We really want to build a successful company and then get, and when I say successful company, that means something different to everybody, right? We want to get to really a particular revenue milestone, and then kind of come up for air, right? It's going to be really hard work to get there. So get to that milestone, come up for air, and look around and say, okay, is there an exit opportunity on the table? Or if our growth trajectory is good and we see that we can, continue to invest and grow out the sales organization and just keep growing, then we may do that. But really, I think my vision for the future, how I would like to see it go, is just to build a successful company. I know that part of the journey is what you learn along the way, and so I'm excited about the challenge ahead of finishing out this regulatory process with the FDA, really cutting my teeth as far as operating and training and growing a sales organization and the clinical education and all that, and really just trying to build a successful company. And whether we end up exiting in 3 years or whether we just have kind of a really successful company that we continue to own and manage, either outcome is great for me. I'm just excited to be along for this journey, and I think there's multiple successful visions that I would be happy with.
Very good. I've been visiting here today with Spencer. Spencer, we're wish you the best
Yeah,
on the Linnaeus.
thank you so much, Alan.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.